Welcome to R.E.X. Wrestling.
Welcome everybody to the next episode of R.E.X. Wrestling. We have today a special match for everybody. It's an unsanctioned street fight between Tyson Gates and Hacksaw Brown. This thing is going to finally come to an end between these two men after weeks and weeks and weeks of just interfering in matches and back and forth between the two on social media. We're finally going to see how this is going to end, and also too, I'd like to welcome back Jack back on the commentating team to help me call this match today.
And it is a great day to be back. My surgery was a success, and I'm feeling 110% better. But like you was talking about, this build-up has been crazy. These guys really have bad blood on each other. Like they want to cut each other's throats.
And okay, right here, we're going to get right into it. Hacksaw didn't even get to finish his entrance, and we're going to see Tyson Gates just take it right to him and right there into the pole. And just again, like I said, the way for people not understanding an unsanctioned match is basically it's just whoever the last one is.
Right there. Hacksaw was waiting for it. Look at him, making him break his own ankle.
Right there, slamming him to the mat. This also right there to the shoulder and to the pole. This is one of those types of matches where it doesn't really matter, in a sense, who's the most athletic or who has the most endurance. This is one of those matches where basically is who can just take the most punishment.
Oh, it is a battle of wills. Who can, like you said, who can take the bigger whipping?
Right here, we're going to get in. As you get into this, I really think it's going to be very interesting to see the difference in styles, because you have Tyson, who is right here or right there. What I was about to say, using the agility, that's going to be his biggest factor in this match, is to be quicker than the bigger man. Right off the second rope, right to the back. This is a smart strategy for Tyson. You want to take out the lower back. If anybody knows anything about how power works, all your power comes from your back. When it comes to strength and picking things up, etc., using your strength and targeting that lower back is going to be smart moving forward in this match if that is what he is doing.
This is like a David versus Goliath match. Techniques, agility versus brute force. But we're going to see how this plays out. Looks like Tyson Gates is looking for something. Oh, he has a bat right now.
Oh, yep, we got the baseball bat here, which seems to be wrapped up in the R.E.X. colors of red and black, and right there to the back. And right there again. Oh, he's trying to take him down. And Hacksaw just going down slow. Right there across the back. Right again.
Looks like the lumberjack's chopping down the tree right here.
Tyson here, this I said, I feel like it's when you're a wrestler in this type of match, you have, there's certain instincts that you have to try to you're not using no more. There is no pinfalls, there is no submissions, there's no countouts, there's no refs, there's no officials at all. Basically, it's just who is the last one. And I think both these men are right there. A good reversal by Hacksaw. Both these men, basically it's just all hate. It's all hate, revenge. Whatever it is, and that's what you get, Hacksaw, for being, you can try to use your hands there. Nope, can't even hold him to the bat.
Showboater. But he is keen on his eyesight, because there is like the second time that he has waited for the opportunity for Tyson to injure himself. Oh, he's bringing in the chair. What we got going on here? Is he taking him to school?
Oh, let's see here, and Hacksaw right there to the gut, taking Tyson down. I don't think he's done with him right there, and another hit to the stomach.
That one really looked painful right there. That Tyson looks like he's really hurting right now.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're Hacksaw, it makes you wonder, okay, what we got going here? He's got the chair right up against his neck, right there to the throat. Such a risk reward type move in a way, because if you take out the neck, the throat, especially somebody that's as agile and athletic as Tyson, you are taking out a lot of their movements and ability that they're going to be able to do.
Shorten that breath.
Just take for an example, we saw weeks ago when everything started. We saw how Seth Maverick had to deal with a neck injury. We saw how that affected his match afterwards. So if you're Tyson and you start getting a neck injury mid-match, it's going to be hard to make it through the end of this match.
Yeah, it slows that whole mobility down. Like, you can't really realize how much your body relies on your neck.
Right there, just using the force again, picking him up and just throwing him. And right there with the stomps to the gut.
It's like Hacksaw's just playing games with him. Just like an adult versus a child right now.
And right there, going back to the throat and the neck. Like I said, people watching this, like I said, they have to remember is, hey, if he wanted to, he could keep him on those ropes all day. There is no rules in this match. This is basically who's the most sadistic, who's basically the most twisted, of who can think of a way to basically to incapacitate their opponent. Back up.
This ain't just like a normal match. Like, this is heated blood. Like, they're literally look like they're trying to make this into a personal game right here to who's going to take who out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then also too, even outside the difference between the hatred between these two men is both these men know that the winner of this match is setting themselves up for a future shot with the champion. Because that has to be in the back of their mind too. Because say if you're Tyson and you win, or if you're Hacksaw and you win, your next goal has to be in your head to get that world championship around your waist.
True that. Everybody wants to wear the gold around them. Nobody wants to be number 2. Everybody is shooting for the gold to be that number 1.
Right now, like I said, so far what we've seen, Hacksaw has took majority offense in this match. He has basically wore down Tyson after that, shot to the throat with the chair. Right here, right there, Tyson moving out the way.
Took a playbook out of Hacksaw's little weight, play the victim there, the wounded animal, the turn against him.
Right there, going just 2 clubs to the back. Right there, going back, attacking the back. Tyson right now, he basically says, hey, that's the thing with Tyson right there with a frog splash to the back. You don't want to let this man start building momentum. Hacksaw knows from the fight, people forget these men have already faced one time before in a match, and Tyson was the victor. He got the 1, 2, 3. So Tyson having that advantage already, so that also puts in a sense, ice on a chip on the shoulders for Hacksaw right there, taking the ladder to the back. And just one more time coming down on Tyson right here says, no, it's not enough. 3 times straight to the back. Okay, what's he got going here?
Looks like he's setting up something for a pending moment.
He's got the ladder wedged in the corner.
Don't get too cocky now, Tyson.
Got him lined up. What we got going here? They're right there with a splash into the corner. And he says one's not enough.
We're going for number 2. Here it is.
Right there. He over-rotated right there, taking that. And then right there, the lower back straight to the lower spine, right to that ladder. And you see Tyson just basically racking the pain.
How would that make you feel that you just set up your own trap?
All I can know is whatever's going through his mind is basically that is not what he was expecting.
Ooh, like a guillotine happening here now.
Right there, going back to the neck. Like I said, right now I will give Hacksaw credit. He is targeted alone and he is going for it. And that's a smart move. It's the same way from any kind of sports perspective, that once you notice an opponent has a injury of any kind or form, that's where you gun. Every move you have has to gun to that point, right there to the back.
It's just like the animal kingdom, man. When a predator stalks its prey, it finds that weak point and it plays on the advantages of that place.
Oh yes. Right here we got Hacksaw. What's he got going here? And right there, he's taking him right there. So basically it's like a weird version of crossface, mainly to the neck. He's putting all that pressure back on the throat again. And right now, I had to say it's going to be hard to tell who's going to win this match watching this, because if I was a betting man, I would probably say Hacksaw, because right now he just took all offense. Tyson has not looked like he can get anything really going for him so far.
Ooh, a nice little chop there to the throat.
And right there, another one looks at the side of the face. Oh, right there, catches him with a jawbreaker.
He's looking a little wobbly.
He's looking right there. He's looks like trying to get his composure back. Tyson's trying to make it to his feet. Like I said, right now, I mean, right there with a clothesline straight to the face.
He's seeing birds right now.
He's right there, another one knocking him back in the corner. Right now, Tyson, you know, I feel like if you're Tyson, you got to get aggressive. You got to pull something out of the bag. Once he got going here, and he goes up, and right there is just an innovative DDT. And like I said, you know, this if you're Tyson, this is what you need. You're gonna have to basically pull some tricks out of the bag, because like I said, you've already beaten Hacksaw once before, but this is different. You're trying to make it through this match.
Well, he's not really acting like himself after taking such a punishment through this match so far. But at the same time, you got to imagine all this build-up that's been going on, the mental games that he's been playing and all. He needs to calm himself down and go back to his technicalities, you know, instead of trying to just, hey, I'm going to bring the big pain against the big man himself.
And right here, he's got him right there, a chair shot to the upper shoulders. And, you know, right before that, because I wasn't trying to cut you off, Jake, he had a beautiful blow kick right to the side of the face, you know, to Hacksaw, which has finished him before. And then right now, it looks like he's trying to set something up with the ladder. He's got Hacksaw on the ladder. Okay, we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. Okay, looks like he's trying to set him up. And if you know, if people know Tyson Gates, I think they know what's about to happen here. Standing moonsault right there to Hacksaw while he is on the ladder, which is putting that much more pressure on the back.
Lamb on the barbecue.
And then right there over top of him, we're just clubbing blows to the side of the face.
The brutality that's building up in this match.
And like I said, right now, I mean, we're to the point to where also, too, you know, people like, look at the time that these two have been going at it. Exhaustion has to be setting in for both these men to be figuring out basically what's next.
True. The damage to their bodies, the damage to his neck, the endurance, the time frame, all that wear and tear, they got to be slowing down.
Tyson Gates trying to set something up there. And oh, right there, attempted at a curb stomp.
Oh, looks like Hacksaw played it again on that ankle from the beginning of the match.
Right there, I mean, I will say this: if you're Hacksaw, you were lucky that you moved out the way. That could have just ended his whole career. And right now, here we go with squaring each other off.
Both these two are out for blood.
And then right there, just going at it. Hammers, blows, and right there, a knee to the gut. And one, okay, Hacksaw's trying to go. He picks him up. Right there, just throwing him around.
Like a rag doll.
I mean, like I said, at this point, and right there, just putting pressure on the back again.
It is getting brutal out here now. I don't know how much more these men can endure. Like, we probably need to get somebody in here to stop this before it gets really out of hand.
Yes, and also too, I mean, you know, like earlier this week when, you know, the GM announced that this was going to be an unsanctioned match, you know, people asked how far was he willing to let it go, and I think that we're going to most likely end up finding that out, because I don't know if you're watching this and oh my, right there to the back. You know, if you're watching this, you're watching these two men just tear each other apart. At some point, this is not just a wrestling match. This is just basically a street fight, just outright. You know, neither men care about each other. Neither men care what they have to do to win. Right there, Hacksaw just talking down to Tyson. And right there, a slap across the face, just a disrespect.
It kind of makes you wonder how this all started, why there's so much hatred between these two.
Yes, and I've wondered the same thing, and from what I've gathered backstage is because if you're Hacksaw Brown, from what I've understood, these two men have known each other for a long time. These two men have wrestled in different places, in different companies, and Tyson, from what I've understood, Hacksaw has always felt like Tyson has gotten more opportunities than him. He's gotten more love from the fans, and I feel like Hacksaw was just jealous.
True. It makes a lot of sense and all, but when you're basically a villain, you're not going to have a villain fan base and all. When you're just typically a bully to people.
Oh yes, and that's the thing. And so the thing is, that's what people don't. If you're watching this, you have to understand that these are one of these situations where one man is trying to prove he deserves to be on top, Tyson Gates. The other man, Hacksaw, is trying to prove that he belongs where he's at. And that's what I feel like. That is what I feel like we were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And right here, Tyson Gates going to go up to the second turnbuckle. What is he insinuating? Hacksaw is trying to get his composure.
Looks like he's lost in there
And Tyson Gates is going to come off the top right there. It looks like he tried to catch him with a stunner, didn't catch all of it, but it was enough to drop him down. I think Tyson is out of it. I mean, right there, you saw him immediately grab the neck, and I think he might be. I think he might be out. I think he might be completely dazed. You just look at the body language. I don't think he fully knows what's happening right now.
This could be coming to an end right here. I agree with you 100%. Like, I don't even think he's aware of where he's at right now in the ring.
Oh yeah, and Hacksaw right now, he's got Tyson on the ladder. And okay, we're gonna see. Looks like the big man said he's going up.
Uh-oh.
He's going to the second turnbuckle. And what do we got here? What is he insinuating?
All eyes are peeled right now.
And right now, what is he looking at? Okay, right now we got the GM out here. Oh, he's saying it's over.
It's done.
He's telling him.
Calling it.
He's telling him. Oh, he's saying, hey, he's telling him it's over. Hacksaw said, name me the winner.
He's declaring him the winner right now. Match is over.
Well, that is it. He basically said, hey, he said enough's enough. I know he's signaling for the medical team to come out here and check on Tyson.
Doesn't look like Hacksaw's finished. Still taunting him.
He's taunting him. You see, right there, the GM's just telling him, hey, basically get out the ring, trying to signal for somebody to come help. Well, that's all we got, folks. Tune in next week for the next episode of R.E.X. Wrestling.